So, at the HVAC dumpster, looks like there's a lot of goodies in here, including a little bit of wire. Can't take out too much because it's windy again, and this is going to be interesting, I think. Out, so let's take the whole thing. It's just plastic conduit. Some of this has to come out anyway, even if it is windy. Fun to get out. Actually, it's just plastic. I see some probably junk wire back there. Let's see what this is. Yep, that's what it is. I don't think I'm gonna mess with that. Alex, how you doing? Have a good night. Actually keep some of that stuff. That is some nice, clean, thin sheet. Look at that. So that's the guy that I've talked to a couple of times, and very nice guy. Doesn't mind if we pull scrap out here, but just gotta be clean about it, and that's why I'm extra careful around here. I even pick up when I see stuff's a mess. Well, maybe I can put some of this stuff up top. The wind is mostly gusts, so if it blows the big stuff, it won't go far. But I'm not taking just styrofoam on it. really want to drop that. Drywall. I was hoping some copper would fall out, but it didn't. Plastic. Here stuff. And there's my bucket. Yeah, there's wiring stuff in there. I'll go through that in a minute. More wire, just pulled right out. Do want to get underneath here and see if there's any electrical wire. That's not bad wire. And try to see if there's any copper floating around at the bottom. And I do not see any. Around, let's see if there's anything worth digging all the way to the bottom for. Yeah, this is all junk wire. I am not going to try to wrangle that. Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's just too full to try to get all the way to the bottom. I'm about a foot off the ground. get this one big box up and peek under there. What's that? No, that's garbage. That's garbage. Nope. That's just a plastic thing to go underneath, like an HVAC unit. But I do not see anything else worth going after, so I think that's it in this one. So this one here, I only see a little bit of number one. Actually, some good stuff towards the back. Nice heavy pipe. There's a little bit of copper down there. Just electronic doodads. So other than that, that's stripped. Is a piece of number one there, but other stuff I saw was actually stripped. Nope, that one's full. Alright, that is it in here, minus that piece. So for this one, I'm gonna need a container, and I don't back up my truck for stuff like this because I don't want to have to recollect it in the back of the truck if I need the space. But man, this is a lot. Whoa. Well, probably use the box. Anything over here first? Some good wire. More. And more. got small sections of crap wire. I'll take them if they're not too much to deal with. That's a heavy box. Headlamp. That was plastic, and I don't see anything else. Nope. Okay, not too bad. It doesn't look like I need to go through that end, but I do see some aluminum. Whole thing, and I can throw the glass out in my garbage rather than smash it here. I used to, but like this one's already broken, so these make great tarps, and it is for some health company, but I've already got a couple of those and they don't really sell very well. I've tried. That is plastic, that sign there. I think that's it in here. Forgot to turn on the camera. So I just found this, just a garage door opener, and this one here, already poked around down there, and that is it. So a little bit of something, not too bad. The next very chilly morning, and this is what the back of the truck looks like. Not a whole lot going on, but I'm going to go ahead and explain a couple of items after I get this all sorted out, like these DirectTV receivers and those other light fixtures that I found, and what I'm going to do with those to make it so that I don't have to put as much effort into it, and see if it's going to pay out. Also, I found stuff like this cheap lamp in that rack there straight down the road, sitting on somebody's curb. I didn't film that, and a couple of other little items here and there. So let me get this sorted out and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so I got all this sorted out. To start with, from the light fixtures, those were aluminum housings. I just had to take the glass out of the one and throw it out. And then that in there is a little bit of copper, mostly aluminum. This is all shred material, the end result of the garage door openers right there, more shred. So the garage door openers, this is how I leave them. I can turn them in as motors or dirty aluminum. Either way, I get 20 cents a pound. They're about 3 pounds each, so 60 cents a piece. The one actually had a nice transformer in it. I'll probably just turn that in as is. I'll come back to those in a minute. These things here, so these are a ginormous pain to take apart. I've weighed out everything so I can explain this. This whole thing is going to get turned in as dirty aluminum. And the reason for that is I got 20 cents a pound. It's 11 pounds, so $2.20 as it sits. Now, if I were to take this whole thing apart, which is not easy to do because everything's rusted, this is about the size of this aluminum housing, and it's only 2 pounds. So that there is $1 for clean aluminum. This does not come off the metal rod, and neither do these smaller aluminum pieces without putting it in a vise and twisting it off, and even then it's a huge pain to do that. Sometimes when I feel like it, I'll actually take a sledgehammer and just hit it at the base, and this separates from the rod there, and I get, I think, 65 cents a pound for that. So $1 plus 65 cents, $1.65, take out the 20, 40, 60 cents, 3 pounds times 20 cents for dirty aluminum, and I'm back down to $1 to go through all that effort just to get some clean material, and it is not worth it to me. This is an aluminum housing around this glass, but the rubber on there is so old it's completely stuck. I've tried getting those out. Again, it's juice is not worth the squeeze on this, so I always turn these in as dirty aluminum, these covers here. And then these here have to be removed as well, because, or at least these clasp parts, because that's magnetic. The rest of this is stainless. But it's just easier to take the whole thing. I've got a bunch of them over there and turn them in as dirty aluminum. For a couple of extra dollars, it is not worth the effort and the hassle and my sanity to go through all that. But when they're like this and they just have the light fixture attached to them, I'll go ahead and remove the couple of screws and be done with it and end up with some clean material there. Over here, I have about 8 to 9 pounds of clean wire. About 3 pounds of that at least is number one. So minimum $1.80 a pound for all that in there. Not too bad. And then I ended up with about 100 pounds of DirectTV receiver units. Now these things here, in another video not too long ago, I said that when I turned these in, they were giving me only shred for these. They would not count these as dirty aluminum. And it's been bothering me since then. I'm wondering if I possibly had a bunch of these on top and he saw these. Now these particular pieces are pretty much all plastic. I know there's a little bit of non-magnetic stuff, metal in there, but when it comes to this is a majority junk. So I'm wondering if that was the case. So I'm going to try to turn these in again as dirty aluminum, because this entire case here is die cast, and the inside are other decent metals. It's just plastic is here, plastic is on the back. Underneath the back is a little bit of magnetic steel, but overall that qualifies as dirty aluminum. So rather than get $9 for 100 pounds of this stuff, I'm going to try to get $20 for 100 pounds of it, and just see. It doesn't hurt to try. It's already pretty much all separated for that reason. So I'm going to go ahead and do that the next time I go in, and I've just removed all of this junk and thrown it in with my shred. So that is everything. Overall, not too bad. I did pick up a bit more steel, which is what I want to do. I'm going to add what I already have. I'm going to run to the body shop that has me pick up their scrap. I'm going to pick up their steel there and then make one large run. Hopefully it's a large run to the scrapyard later today. Check it out. So I should have pulled up a little bit further. On my way to the body shop, and I come across this stuff. I'll just throw that out. Regular trash already went. He's got some heavy cord. I'm actually going to take the screens because these suckers are heavy. These are going right back to my house, because I'll even take this stuff. There's enough metal in these old ones. I can throw them right into shred. Alright, so this is what I've got. Normally there's a lot more of this stuff and not usually something like that. That's going to be a bear to get on the truck, but since there's little other else, it will definitely fit even with the stuff I got back there. So I'm not going to film this going on, and I'm just going to get at it. All right, so I managed to get this thing on my own. It was interesting. I could ask for help, but I don't want to bother them inside. This forward panel, that is all aluminum. I'll turn that in. This is an aluminum radiator. I've got aluminum extrusion there and there. And then there is more radiator and aluminum parts under there. It might be another couple of panels in there that are aluminum. So not all of this is going to end up in the shred. So I need to finish loading the rest of this up and be on my way.